We're back at the recording pan of destiny, but you can barely see it because this is this guy's a big boy. It's the Golden Dragon Master, and I would think it's Lloyd, but he's got black eyes, and I don't think they do that anymore. So someone else is now the Golden Dragon Master. I don't know. Golden Dragon Master over here. It says it over here. 92 pieces, 8 to 14, 70644. Very nice. On the back side, we get some stuff. This is the actual side of the Golden Master. Whoa! Wow, that's amazing. That's pretty cool. They're showing you some tricks you can do. Hashtag be ninja. You make it, you put the guy in, and rip, and then fly. So, this is definitely not a good flying studio. Oh, components made in Denmark, Hungary, Mexico, China, and the Czech Republic. Pretty standard stuff. We have all of the normal ones. The original ninjas. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's no Nia and no Lloyd, but there's the golden one. So. Anyways, I don't have a good flying setup, so it's going to be interesting to see how I do that. We've got the tiny scissors of justice back for a little snip time. Okay, that was a pretty easy snip, actually. Okay, and then there's one here in the middle. And I want to do this with you guys live. You can see I got it for $15 at a pretty good place. Let's just say that. The bottom of the box has a barcode. I want to open this live because I think it's going to have some interesting stuff, like the big wing piece. I assume to be one big piece. Okay, so that's it for the packaging. A ripstick. This is slightly different than the last one. It's more propeller shaped, I guess. Some pieces, and oh, it's very folded. Brickitect, I sure hope you're not watching this. I should have put a Brickitect warning on this, because that's very folded. So that's the wing piece. And it's honestly not big enough to not be folded, though. It's too big for the packaging. Let's pull that back in. I mean, maybe it could have. It's basically the exact same size, so I thought that's why it was going to be big, but it's folded, so... Great. Well... and there's a number on there. That's interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into a speed build and that stuff. So this is the builds. There's this thing, which actually, even though it was folded pretty good, is pretty rigid now. A little bit of droop in the wings there, but not bad at all. If you hold just the top, the front spins very well, so that's pretty good. That's what we're hoping for, I guess. You end up with a very gun-shaped launcher, but I mean that's what you got to have to do this one. And then you that goes in there. There's a hole all the way through the top now. See it there? And that's where this goes. There it is. And then you just pull it, and I can feel the wind coming off of the back of it. That it's generating just with a small pull like that. If I pull back just a little bit and hilt up, that's the top of the studio. So I'm just going to pull it with all my might and see what happens. Well, it didn't quite take off like a helicopter. I was kind of hoping it would just take off into the air. Let's do that one more time. Yeah, that worked better that time. Okay, so I know I said one more time the last time, but let's do this really, really good. 1, 2, 3. And it just goes off and hits everything. So I'm gonna have a really hard time showing you it flying forward, but let's do that, because constraints are meant to be worked around, right? So that's a wall over there. This is me pulling it here, and yeah, it works. It's pretty good. So I just went ahead and cut and went around in the house and shot at all kinds of insides, and it shoots pretty good. I don't have footage of that because why would I? But it was. I thought it was kind of a fun thing to do. So I'm gonna pull this out here actually, and this is the old style ones, Spinjitzu Masters. That's just the white one. And it won't fit in here because of the way you've built it. I assume it'll fit into that launching mechanism, though, if I were to get it in there, actually. So, the obvious question, then, what about the golden one on just a regular handle? So, that's a regular Spinjitzu spinner handle. That goes on, and the ripcords are identical, so... Oh, I gotta go this way. And, yeah, basically the same. Just this one's at a much better angle to shoot things. So, okay, so that was some fun experiments. Just as a side note, you're end up with this piece punched out of it, and then the big rest of it. So it's kind of neat for that vinyl piece. I don't know if that'll be useful for anything. Kind of reminds me of an eagle. Kind of got some like golden feathers, and then on the actual build, I think it's supposed to be a dragon, obviously. Let me see if I can get to focus on that specifically. Yeah, it's just a little shiny emblem. Looks really nice. There's some dots or something in another color, maybe silver. I don't know, in the back there. And the golden symbol looks nice. So you only get one of those though, but still appropriate. The build of the handle is really pretty reasonable. I don't know what's wrong with that. There's some green, I guess, poking through there. You can just see a little bit in there and stuff. And just kind of shoddy work, honestly, but like, you know, it makes it a lot easier to build, I guess, is the point. You also get 2 sets of shurikens, and I didn't punch those out because I have those already, and you know what those look like. So, to remove this piece, now, I guess I have to unclip it from, I haven't taken it off, honestly, from this, from the wings. Yep, okay, it came off alright. This piece is 2 pieces, but they don't come off at all. Like, I can't get that to come apart, so I'm not positive they do. But you can see that that piece is just a little loose in there, and it's really stuck in there, so. I guess this is a good point to show you how this is done. So this piece tucks under here, and it kind of just untucks and flips around, and then this whole thing comes off, so you could store that flat if you wanted to keep it flat. This thing has some interesting patterns to it. Over on the edges there, you can see that little swirl. It's very Ninjago-esque, so kind of, you know, probably not getting used for anything else. They know that. It's on the bottom side and both sides, and just reasonable looking. So then this does just like the other ones, is you spin to lock it in, you pull it out, click, click. It's supposed to hear 2 clicks. Well. Anyways, it fits in nice. It's a longer shaft than the other one we just talked about, so that it can fit into the new styled handle, and it does pop apart. That's the same piece. This is almost the same piece, but different thing. And oh, a minifigure, and I know you've been waiting the whole video for this. That's why I've been waiting so long. So how about that Golden Dragon Master? Well, he's kind of, I don't know, honestly, like, I don't dislike anything on him. He's got great printing all over the front side. He's got like little white on his boots for texture. I don't know what that's about on his feet. He's got like straps, like he's strapping himself in there. There's tiny little dots and emblems all over his things, just micro details you can barely even see with the regular eye, and you're going to be able to see it great on this camera. If I spin him around though, he does have that same symbol on his back, but it's like on a handkerchief or something. It's kind of a weird place to put it. There's no side or arm printing, which is acceptable. There's the front side of the handkerchief. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But what you're really waiting for is who is this mystery man? So if we pull off the stuff, you can see that he has the black mark on his neck, which is a good sign for a lot of people. Should I leave that on? No, we'll take it all the way off. So I don't have the hairpiece, obviously, because it doesn't come with the hairpiece for this man. But he's definitely not Lloyd. Definitely not Lloyd. He's got a very stern face on the front. He's got a little goatee and some little mustache stuff going on. Stubble, of course. That's interesting, honestly, because he's an adult. And then he has a happy face on the backside, which he's some kind of dragon master. So I guess he's the new Sensei Wu, replacement guy. Interesting. I do like the face, though. It's really, really a very usable face, just not too specific for anything. And that's kind of it for the review and ski. So that's the review, guys. I thank you for all watching this long, and it's always neat when I get stuff and I can review it for you guys, and hopefully you enjoy it, so you're subscribed and such. But if you're not, you can subscribe here in the middle. Over here is the automatic video, and then on this big piece of whatever, you can click something that I think you'll enjoy. That's it for now. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I've got a Flickr too, actually. But goodbye.